Boozing customers was the post-war favourite with salespeople. Boozy lunches, big nights out, golf days on the links, extended expense accounts. What about today? We're a bit different today. Where do we draw the line in the sand about gaining the business? Welcome back to this weekly edition every Monday of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. We are bringing the show to you from our studio in our High Performance Center in Minato-ku. We're in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? In this show, we are looking at the critical areas for success in business in Japan. We want to help advance everyone's thinking so that we can be at the forefront, at the absolute cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. This is episode number 131, and we are talking about sales skill or boozing skill. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. A LinkedIn post I read recorded how an American sales guy got off the booze and the client entertainment rat race. It got a lot of coverage and comment because it obviously struck a chord with many fellow salespeople. It got me thinking about the same conundrum for those of us selling in Japan. This is a tricky issue here because traditionally so much client entertainment was involved. I gave my liver for my company is a common refrain amongst Japanese salespeople. The other one is I gave up my weekends for golf with the client. What about foreigners selling here? Do we have to donate our liver to the cause and get divorced because we are never spending any time with the family? There is a difference between bribing the buyer through entertainment and having a business relationship. I think we can provide a quality service and leave it at the professional level. You might be spending your evenings wining and dining the buyer, but every couple of years they rotate positions within the company and your guy has moved on. Also, depending on the sector where you are working, your guy could well be a gal these days, and being taken out by you may be of very little interest. Younger people value their private time more than previous generations and don't necessarily want to be spending it with salespeople. If we concentrate on providing a reliable and quality service, then we can make sales here. We can have a business relationship that doesn't have to cross the boundaries of bribery to get the business. I've noticed some firms in Japan are applying a stricter compliance aspect to their dealing with vendors, and typical client visit gifts are being refused. I visited Mazda recently and took some cookies for the people we were visiting, and they politely but very firmly rejected receiving the gift. In the finance business, compliance rules are very strict and staff entertainment is very carefully monitored. For many Japanese companies, the good old days of big expense accounts for staff have gone. When I was visiting Japan from Australia to sell in the 1980s and 90s, I thought I was a really popular guy with my Japanese clients. Every visit, everyone wanted to take me out at night to restaurants and nightclubs. We would have our sales meeting and they would say, "What are you doing tonight?" And then the invitation would be extended. I was a slow learner. I eventually realised, rather than my considerable charm being the draw card, I was the excuse these guys needed to have a great night out on the town on the company's dime. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to sell more and do it more easily, do the Winning with Relationships selling course. If you can't build trust, no sale. Can't design excellent questions to understand the client's needs, no sale. Can't present the solution convincingly, no sale. Can't handle objections properly, no sale. Can't close, no sale. Master the sales process by doing the Winning with Relationships selling course now in either Japanese or English. The bestseller, Japan Sales Mastery, is the new Bible of selling in Japan. To sell to Japanese buyers, you need to create long-term partner-level trust, fully understand Japanese buyers' real needs, convince buyers with your solutions, overcome their hesitation, fear and doubt, know how to ask for the order, ensure repeat orders. This book is the product of 30 plus years in the trenches selling in Japan. Order Japan Sales Mastery now. Welcome back. Golf is also a killer here. The travelling distance to and from the courses sucks up time. The game fee often isn't really appropriate to worry about as a cost, but the time we start is 9. You have the obligatory coffee beforehand, then you have the lunch, and then you have the bath afterwards, and then you have dinner together. There goes the whole day and night. Sadly, if you're a hacker like me, well, you hardly see anyone on the links anyway. You're hunting for your ball in the rough all the time. I find out I only occasionally bumped into people in my party when we had the tee off or when we were doing the putting on the green. I thought, so much for the networking, relationship building, opportunity here in golf. It is very hard to justify the time these days given the demands of business. Yes, it is always pleasant to get out of the city and enjoy some nature. But can we really justify the time anymore? Lunches are a good way to get to know people. Usually they are booze-free or if they are, they're imbibed in a very moderate amount. The infamous Australian contribution to Tokyo culture, the B&B, the Beefsteak and Burgundy Club, long luncheon monthly gatherings on Fridays would be the exception. It may seem an anachronism in this modern age, but it still has die-hard fans who keep it going. Usually, though, we can get together with the client for a lunch and get to know each other a bit better. The check is often split these days, again because of compliance regulations. Breakfasts are not big with Japanese clients, usually because they are travelling long distances in the morning to get to work. Your 7:30 a.m. breakfast probably means for them a 5:30 a.m. departure from home to get there in time. Rather than trying to buy business through entertainment, we can do very well here in Japan if we concentrate on being the best at satisfying the buyer's needs. Ultimately, the person being entertained has to answer to their boss, and the latter is all about results. Their interest in their staff's good times being paid for by us is minimal. Understand the client's real needs, deliver value, follow up, do what you say you will do, and clients here will continue to do business with you. Your liver will thank you. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show is here to help you succeed in Japan. Subscribe on YouTube, share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Thank you for watching this episode, and remember, hit the subscribe button. Our website details are on screen now, enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. It's awesome value, so check it out. Please leave me some feedback on YouTube. I would love to know how this show helped and what other topics you're interested in for me to cover. Remember, I'm here as a free resource to help you. So just tell me how I can help you best. You might also enjoy my other weekly shows for podcasts. Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. That's the podcast version. Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series. Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series. Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show. You get these wherever you normally get your podcasts. Also on Fridays, I release my other TV show, the Japan Business Mastery Show. That's on YouTube. In episode number 132, we are talking about your efficiency is a mirage. Find out more about that next week. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you. We've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.